Hello. I hope this is working. Oh boy, it's streaming the wrong thing. What the hell? Hold on. Hello, is this thing working? I think I need to, whenever I start these streams, I need to come up with something more clever than "Is this working? Is this working?" But it does seem to be working. We're here for episode number 17 in our WCW MyGM series. And what you will more than likely see in the title of the video, because that is what I have currently planned, the start of Season 5. We've completed 4 seasons of MyGM Mode, and we have been on a bit of a hot streak and good run. I have specifically loved the last 3 episodes. I'm trying to think. Because last episode we had a WrestleMania, which was a great WrestleMania. The episode before that I'm blanking on. And then the episode before that one, we had a great Kurt Angle, and as you can see the man here, Cody Rhodes series of matches. What the hell would have been that other one? It doesn't matter, because this is Season 5. And I will say that this episode will feel a bit more different than the previous episodes, because I just mentioned the man, the myth, the legend, Kurt Angle. This is the first season that we will be without Kurt Angle, at least at the start. Maybe he comes back. Who knows? We got a long road ahead of us, but we just have a lot of new faces around here and a lot of changes that need to be made. I have them wrote down. And the main story that I have planned in the beginning is the Bloodline 2.0 versus Legacy 2.0. Representing the Bloodline, Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso, and their new honorary Uso, Carmelo Hayes, going against Legacy 2.0 with 2 original members of Legacy, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, and their newest member, Braun Breaker. Now, as you can see, if you see all 6 men, only one of them is listed as a heel, and so that is one of the many changes that we need to make is to determine who needs to turn heel. And I will admit to you, this is not an easy decision, and it was one that I've been thinking about for about a week. But I think we're going to have Cody Rhodes and Braun Breaker turn heel. It saves us a spot, because if we would have had to turn 3 people heel, opposed to Randy's already listed as a heel. We don't have to worry about that. And thing 2, it's something different. We've seen Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes a handful of times in the real world with Roman Reigns in the heel position. This time we get to change the roles around. Now, we're not immediately doing Cody and Roman. It is more than likely a match that will happen. It would be pretty wild to not have that match take place at some time. But who knows? You don't really know when it comes to these things. Other things that I know that I need to do is change Jimmy Uso to a specialist, because we don't have any giants on the roster. And we need to change Roxanne Perez to a heel to even it out, because we have 3 faces and 3 heels. And I think, to be honest, my woman's dream match at the moment in the world of wrestling is probably Io Sky and Roxanne Perez, and we're going to more than likely run that pretty soon. So, start of Season 5. The good thing for y'all is I already have everything wrote down, so we can just run down the episode, and then I don't have to waste any more time. But we need to have an Extreme Rules. Actually, we don't. But an Extreme Rules match is one of the challenges, is to book 10 Extreme Rules matches. So this is extremely important that we can complete these Hall of Fame trophies, because we only need 2 more, and we'll have 10. That gets us into the Hall of Fame. And I'm going to hope and imagine we can get to that 8,500,000 fan mark. Who knows? We'll see. If I got to the $20 million mark, that would be more impressive, but we will need to wait and see. So like I said, we're doing these 2 changes that is needed. Another challenge is to have 10 shows with a charity promo, which, we do a lot of charity promos around here. Who the hell is emailing me? It's fantasy football stuff. Uh, the challenge this week was to have, or commissioner, I was going to call it a challenge. Commissioner goal was to have at least one tables match, and we got 2 interesting triple threat matches to kick off this season. So let's get right into this episode. So I pushed A, and it didn't register it. I just say register. It's register, but register. I said it 3 different ways, so I don't know which way it is. Natalia wins. What is interesting about this is I was looking at back, and this is a good thing that I've been keeping up with this. I was looking back, and Maxine Dupree was on the roster in season 1 and had a crazy rivalry with Bianca Belair that provided. It was either a 4. I do not write the star ratings down, even though I probably should have. I'm just trying to ignore this because it got a low rating. But I probably should have been writing the star ratings down the whole time. But I'm fairly certain it was like a 4.5 star, and I don't want to over-exaggerate, but I think 5-star match, legitimately. Xia Li wins, and both of our tables matches sucked. Now, I will say the main thing that I am concerned about with turning Cody... Oh, my God. That's not what I wanted. I did not want that to happen. Because I wanted Roman and Braun... See, it's not the biggest deal. It's not the biggest deal. When Roman Reigns wins, which is expected. But I wanted Roman and Braun to be the main rivalry. And then Jimmy and Randy could beef. Where now I got to switch it and have Roman... I don't really have to, as there's the other... member of the bloodline that we were looking for during the draft that I completely skipped over. And he's the new ECW TV champion, so he's doing better there than he probably would have been doing here. But I think more people would be interested in Roman and Braun over Roman and Randy. And especially on the other side, Randy and Jimmy over Braun and Jimmy. But they're probably going to be feuding over the tag titles anyway, so the combinations are plentiful to go around. So we got a champion versus champion main event with Muhammad Ali retaining. Do not like that they had 2 4-star matches. Ilya Dragunov to crown a new North American champion, and it's Ilya Dragunov. Oh my God. I don't understand how we had Roman Reigns in a match and got 2 stars, and like Carlito got a higher star rating than Roman Reigns. It was probably to deal with the face versus face dynamic, as there's Elton Prince, who is a top trade target for us. That way we can reunite pretty deadly as the Judgment Day, now NXT Tag Champions. As Kairi Sane is another top trade target who they stole from us. I can't really say they stole from us in the draft, but I literally said my next pick is going to be Kairi Sane, and then boom, immediately was off the boards. So, an okay show. But you don't want okay shows. You want great shows. This is a good power card to have. We're still at the top. We're further away from NXT, though, in the fans. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. This one's not the biggest deal. Okay. Bitch. Something came up. Good old Phoenix. Time to give my adoring fans what they would want. I better be on the card or there will be hell to pay. That loser Chase attacked me during that last fight. I want in 3 weeks. That's fine. Alright. What was I getting at? I've came to the realization, and I've now remembered it, because sometimes it happens and it slips up on me, that ECW has a power card that takes all of our champions off of the show, which they normally use on a pay-per-view, and it normally is either Backlash or SummerSlam. So I'm going to hold off on crowning a women's champ, at least a women's champion till Backlash. U.S. champion is TBD. So we'll see what happens. As you know, We're going to keep Cody as a face right now, as I don't remember. All right, I was saying this and then I interrupted myself. The thing with turning Cody and Braun Breaker heel, and mainly in the sense of Cody, is that he is like a face. He's the face of the company, you know? So you don't, it's not really the best to have him a heel. You know, you want your world champion to be a face, a la why Cody's champion in real life. And we just had a long heel title run with Gunther, but it is what it is. So this is kind of setting the seeds and foundation for all that, because I'm trying to get this Extreme Rules freaking challenge done. All right, gain 225 popularity. When I was reading this challenge initially, I was extremely confused by it because I'm like, is my roster not at like 225? But I've realized that it is gaining it. So that makes more sense than what I was initially thinking. So I'm going to keep Braun out of this match to turn him heel. Boom. Jimmy is a specialist. So does he need to be in this main event? Potentially. See, we got way too many faces. So, like, we got way too many faces on the roster right now. So, because we legitimately only have one heel left. Andre Chase will probably turn heel at some point. I just don't know when. All right. Natalya and Maxime Dupree need a match. They don't need is a strong word, but I don't know what stipulation to put. So we'll come back to that. Do I run a boatload of Extreme Rules matches to go ahead and get this done? Because that's normally the route that we've went. Granted, this week is not one of those weeks to do that necessarily, but screw it. You only live once. Now, what do we do? What other changes do we need to do? Cody as a heel, Braun as a heel, Roxanne and Jimmy. We did that already. So holding Cody out. Because, like, we still don't have a heel, so, like, I don't know what the match would be next week, but this is a decent match to have. And I'm hoping that this spins off into Cody, Carmelo, Roman, and Randy, which that one, the lighter one, should happen. Granted, I don't also need to have this as an Extreme Rules match. But because I want to make this more interesting. Do I go Extreme Rules match or not? To say, this is going to be a test. If this match is bad, then just screw it. But it's going to be a test and to save money. The opening match is an Extreme Rules match. That's fair enough. Now, I don't know what the hell to book here. This isn't going to be the best match, but it's one that books everybody. I forgot we were supposed to have a damn submission match. Actually, this match that I'm about to book in a submission match does make sense to be a submission match. As one of the Creed brothers, Brutus, and oh my god, this is going to suck. I can already tell. With Julius Creed attacking Andre Chase. Bro, we ain't going to have no money. A charity promo by Jimmy Uso. An ad promo by Kit Wilson. Is there anything else? We got this charity promo. We probably got money for that, but we'll wait. Change role of 10 superstars. We're about to change another. I don't know if we're going to change 10 superstars roles. That seems a bit too much, but we should be changing another one. We have an Extreme Rules match on the card. We got a freaking expensive ass submission match taking place. Prevent the effects of the first power card. Oh my god. This is not. Cannot block or. Wait, not block GM or brand power cards. This is. I don't know what the hell this means. Because that stuff that because the main reason I'm like, oh my god, is because like the thing that I was just telling you about with the champions being vetoed. I don't know if that would prevent that or not because I don't cannot block GM or brand power cards. GM or yeah, so I don't think it actually can. But it's decent enough to have this, to be fair. So, and the submission match, like doing this in a submission match, somewhat makes sense. But I cannot wait till we get money saved up to sign people. None of these are that desperate to have the power card wise. Main event, a little bit concerned with. I won't lie to y'all. And I don't think that putting the title on the line would make it that more dramatic. So it's gonna be a test. If this match sucks, that means I need to step it up. If it's okay, we're okay with where we're at. But I definitely think that we're in an okay, good position. Now, I'm 99% sure I just said I don't want to be in an okay position. I want to be in a great position. So we're working our way up, though. But Natalya and Maxine Dupree in an Extreme Rules match. As I am writing this all down. Dupree. Extreme Rules. Julius. I'm gonna constantly say the wrong Creed brother's name. So I got a text message. Brutus Creed versus Andre Chase. And at some point we probably need to turn Andre Chase heel, which I already said that, but I did not initially write it down. So I'm gonna write it down and put a question mark next to it. Chase. This is a submission match. Io Sky. This is such an obscure tag team match. But I don't want to spit. I would rather this be. Oh my god, they're going to try to set this up as a tag rivalry. I'm going to wait and save it as a fatal 4-way for next week. So this week we'll go the tag route. See, this week it's going to be a test run. So whatever doesn't work next week, we'll change up a little bit to make it work for the next week. As I think I said next week twice. So Roxanne and Xia Li. Our main event is Cody Rhodes versus Carmelo Hayes versus Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton. Which I will also admit something that has come across my mind is putting Roman and Jimmy in a tag match with the Creed brothers and risking the Bloodline losing the tag titles. But I think I would rather have the Bloodline on a pay-per-view over the Creed brothers. But it's not something that is guaranteed, obviously. It's also the thing that sucks about turning Braun and Cody heel is like Braun Breaker's like gotten over and is putting good work over his time here in WCW. And like I said, we got a lot of people that are not as established. So I think that is also contributing to these low freaking ratings for segments. There's a lot of money for Kit Wilson. As we're booking our 103rd episode now. As Randy Orton is on a winning streak. Episode 103. I thought this was a tag. All right. Such an obscure roster. This is literally the same as last week, except a women's tag was added. Prevent the effects of the first power card. Okay. We're still in first place, but I didn't even look at the fans, to be fair. We just brought a new physical trainer. You can have him long enough to train Maxine Dupree for $30,000. I'd also be willing to break Ben and Lind. I feel just because they put on 2 stipulation matches in back-to-back weeks, I will reward them. And one of the challenges is to have a freaking $300,000 in the bank, and I've just been spending the money. I should be realistically saving the money, but I just wasted 30,000 there. All right, that loser Julius attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for that garbage like that. I want to settle the things in the ring with him. Sure, no problem. So what we're going to do is have him turn heel this week. That way I get this done. I'm glad that they have suggested a tornado tag match because this gives me an idea for a great main event. Role change. Andre Chase. Boom. I just mentioned having the Bloodline versus the Creed brothers, and that's going to be our main event. Roman and Jimmy Uso defending the tag titles. It's Brutus and Julius Creed with Braun Breaker attacking Jimmy Uso. Sets up their rivalry potentially. Now, match-wise, we got things to work out. Charity promo. Alright, we're going to have to do an extremely obscure match. I know that's going to turn this into a rivalry, and I actually hate it, but it's not the biggest deal. But I'm trying to get these Extreme Rules matches done. Charity promo, and another charity promo by Randy. Is there any other promos we need to do? We're doing the charity promo. Boom, I just mentioned that. Change the role of a superstar. 10 superstars. Which we're about to do another one. Cody, this also helps with changing Cody. Which also might have made me probably should have done the Bloodline. Because I would have had to change 3 people's roles opposed to 2. But we still got a lot of time left for that. Gain 225 popularity. Start 5 rivalries by using run-in interferences. Book Extreme Rules matches. We're doing that. This one will happen at some point, but I don't know when. This is doable. I think the renewing contracts one's going to be the difficult one. But probably not that difficult. So, Tornado tag matches in our main event for the tag titles. Gotta remember to put the damn tag. We could have done it a non-tag, but let's go ahead and do it in a tag match. So now, who has the highest stamina out of these people? Io and Roxanne. We'll do another Extreme Rules match. And then one more. And hope that people don't come out of this injured. So we got what's with Extreme Rules matches. But it's kind of like the thought process of, hey, everybody's just got the weapons laying around and whatnot. Select a brand and steal 2%. The $70,000 is a lot of money for that. I'm stacking up on these power cards. See, because this one, you obviously need to wait till people are signed. Because this is legitimately useless with the roster we got now. This, I always like to use after a pay-per-view. And we're not at the pay-per-view yet. So we do have these, though. Which Regal hit us with this. So we're going to hit him with this. We're going to hit him right back with it. And then we won't rush to use other ones yet. All right. So, Io and Roxanne in an Extreme Rules match. Carmelo and Kit Wilson. This one, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of. But we're kind of slow burning Carmelo at the moment. And to be honest, my initial plan was to have Kit Wilson team with Andre Chase until we could potentially get Elton Prince on the roster. And then once we were able to do that, have Pretty Deadly and the Creed brothers. So both of these guys right now kinda, we need to find something for them. So, Fallon Henley, who I believe is the current women's NXT North American champion. versus Xia Li, who just recently debuted in Impact, but I've not watched. I got 100% admit I've not consistently watched Impact since the Machine Guns left. The Bloodline versus Creed Brothers, which is Julius Creed's first match on here. Tornado tag title match. So right now we'll say I have no clue what to expect for Backlash, as I probably won't spend that much money on next week's episode. Okay, forget. All right, y'all just disrespectful as hell. And I'm 99% sure this is because people, like Roxanne is a level 5 in the ring. In real life, 110% not, but we're just going to have to start spending more time leveling up these people. Or having the slow burn. Oh, Jesus. This main event I'm concerned about. So the Bloodline retains. And it does start up a rivalry that was somewhat the goal. As Jey Uso has now found a new family member to team with, that being Channing Stacks Lorenzo. I was considering it, but I'm so heated that I didn't. What did this get? 4 stars? Because I can't. Alright, yeah, 4 stars. Bro, NXT had 3 4-star matches. How many people need to email me at once? Oh, thank you for whoever followed. As I did not get an email off of that, but I got an email notification. Alright, 7215. Oh, we're 200,000 down. We're 200,000. Granted, I just said that they put on 2 4-star. 3, I think, 4-star matches. ECW has 8 Hall of Fame trophies. I keep forgetting that. Hey, what stunt you just pulled? Hey, what was that stunt you just pulled? That loser Braun attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. I want to settle things with him within the next 3 weeks. Fair. Ensure that your least popular bruiser is a match this week, which is Roman Reigns. Which, what sucks about this is that Roman has competed every week, which he has not done that in the longest time. Alright, so you know what? We're going to do something I don't normally do. We're going to buy all these power cards. And what we're going to do now is only have 1 Extreme Rules match this week. And probably makes most sense to do it these 2. Boom. Roman and Randy in our main event. Timeout. Least popular. So Roman could have the week off, but who's our least popular? Fallon Henley. I said I wanted to save money, and then immediately went to this, but we're still doing it. I don't care. Fallon Henley. Do I want to give Roman the week off? I'll clear it for now, but there's a high chance that I go back to that. Okay, I think I got an idea for this. I said I wanted to save money. Then immediately started booking expensive as hell shit and bought all their power cards. Let's think this through. We need to do a charity promo. We consistently do charity promos. Because I wanted to sign people at the pay-per-view. But it's going to be hard to sign people and put on a good show. We don't need an Extreme Rules. Do we? Do we need an Extreme? We don't need a backstage brawl. Okay. This one, I will admit, a bit crazy. We'll lower it to an Extreme Rules. Boom. This. Okay, I think I actually know what to do. Who needs to level up the most? I'm going to go with Carmelo. So we're going to do a very rare training. Actually, we'll save a training promo for another day. But I think at some point we're going to start doing more training promos as we're opening contest. Did I think about putting that in an Extreme Rules match? Yes. We're just going to have a normal Fatal 4-Way women's match, which might be a potential teaser for Backlash and our women's title match, depending on what power card is used and whatnot. Where was the XP one? Who's the lowest here? Roxanne and Mello, which is actually, and Kit Wilson and Xia Li. This is insane that they're rated this low. But Roxanne, we're gonna give it to. We have our charity promo. We have 2 Extreme Rules matches, which we'll be at 7 by the end of this episode, and Backlash might do 3 just to boom, get this done with. The good thing about this, we don't have anybody Cody feuding with yet, so we can have somebody run into a match, set that up. This is going to happen over time, so that's our 3. 300,000. Not happening anytime soon. But I'm gonna we would have to sacrifice 2 bad episodes for that to have to happen. This shouldn't be that difficult. So we should be able to get these Hall of Fame trophies. Every season I go into it thinking, oh, this is gonna be so hard, so hard. This it's just gonna take time. I want it done ASAP. That way I stay in the lead. But it shouldn't be that difficult. The 8,500,000 fans, though. Oh boy, we're just gonna have to start going crazy. So, I think this is actually a good. I wanted to save this. I think this is a good episode to use this on. And then I cannot use this, so. I don't know. I don't think any of these. This one, Do I need to wait until if I push this? Cannot block. I don't just want to waste it. That's my thing. But if I use this and then no power card, I don't know how if I'm avoiding something being vetoed there. So that's my question there. Roman's only cutting a promo this week. Xia Li and Fallon Henley, though, might be low-key hating me because they got promised a grudge match with. Oh my goodness, so I was gonna do Jimmy and Braun at the pay-per-view. I'm glad that I have 3 weeks for this because we could do that the week after. But if I can do it at the pay-per-view, I will. Is the best way to put that. So, episode 104. I've sat here and 104 times wrote down what I've done in a video, which we have video record of all this stuff. EO versus Roxanne versus Natalia versus Maxine Dupree, and what is a potential preview of our women's title match for Backlash. Brutus Creed once again facing Andre Chase, but this time in an Extreme Rules match. Extreme Rules. Xia Li and Fallon Henley was like, we want a piece of the Extreme Rules match. And we'll be getting it. Henley Extreme I also will say that I am filming this before the WCW DLC pack is released, and I've checked several times, like why couldn't they just put it in the store? That way I could go that route. So next episode, potentially, can we sign WCW Legends? It would make this series a bit more fitting, and I would love to have the Great Muta here, because I feel he would cause a bunch of wild and crazy, chaotic things. As Maxine Dupree wins once again, continuing her dominant run in WCW lore, putting on a shitty match, and I don't mean that in a negative light, but that's what the hell happened. Brutus Creed loses to Andre Chase, and they have a good match. Good job, Andre. Thank you. And now the freaking note after the show is going to say poor opening. Poor opening or poor opener? Okay, Fallon Henley, Xylee. We're at least getting somewhere there. Roman adds 6,000 fans as Cody wins. In a 4-star match. Bro, I'm so tired. First of all, it slightly does bother me that they don't have Channing Stacks, Lorenzo, and Tony D'Angelo together as a group. But I understand, because I would imagine it has to deal with the giant cruiser dynamic that was in that match, but it also kind of doesn't make sense. I'm intrigued by this main event. Carlito's going to have a 5-star match at this pay-per-view. I could just tell Carlito's going to have a 5-star match at Backlash. G. Dolan's out for 4 weeks. Former WCW champion Finn Balor, who, well, they got a new NXT champion there. I'm pretty sure Finn was world champion in WCW for like 2 weeks at the most. So I don't like that ending. Okay. 257,000. I didn't look at the fans, though. Okay. So let's do 5-star. Oh, geez. This is a lot. Okay, I called it. I at least called it. It's good to get that done with now. I'm just going to go ahead and say no. And we might be getting rid of Kit Wilson a lot earlier than I expected. They are charging 10,000 for 3 weeks. We'll try it. These never freaking work. It's $10,000. All right. Did I not? Oh my God! I put Andre Chase against the wrong Creed brother, didn't I? That is actually pretty hilarious. But at least it gives us a match to do here. Now, I should have probably used that, but I'm still confused by it. Who just freaking Mick screwed us? Boom. Regal, I ain't forget you did something too, but I ain't really worried about your punk ass. All right, main event. We might just be doing all Extreme Rules matches to get elite. We need to at least do 3. This is an actually hilarious commissioner goal, by the way. And then probably after, we probably need to sign somebody this episode. Bro, our main event. Let's think this through. Next episode, we're definitely doing Braun and Jimmy in a match. Io and Roxanne, Extreme Rules for the women's title. Do I need to make this a fatal four-way though? Because I'm thinking in my mind, whoever wins this match next episode, whoever wins, because we got actually, we're gonna have a series of qualifying matches. I just think that's some. Right, I don't. Is Xia Li and Fallon Henley, have they just not like their feud not progressed, which is actually pretty funny. Andre Chase is definitely facing Julius Creed, which is hilarious that I put him against the wrong Creed brother. Which I think that's why that happened right there. That Julius Creed Extreme Rules match. Braun and Jimmy should be happening on the next episode. Alright, so we need to think about this is a decent match to make because of the circumstances. We're going to do it in a backstage brawl. Ooh, Randy and Carmelo. Randy and Carmelo. I think we're going to actually have the women. Natalya and Maxine Dupree. This one, Extreme Rules. So we have our 3 Extreme Rules matches there. So we need to do one more match. Is there any other things here? We're going to have Randy do a charity promo. Purchase all 5 power cards. Change the rule of 10 superstars. Gain 2. Alright. Yeah, we just. I'm would be intrigued to see if like all that popularity we just lost they took away, but I'm gonna not even think about that. Not even gonna think about that. Charity promo by Randy, Mello, Kit. So this leaves us with how much for this match? We're gonna go crazy. Do we go ambulance or backstage? Do we have enough? We literally have enough for one more. So we're spending all our money. I know this is not the smartest thing to do, but YOLO. 2 backstage brawl matches, 3 Extreme Rules, 3 charity promos. We had enough money in my mind for the next episode 106. EO, whoever wins the opening match. I was trying to say main event, and then my accent extremely kicked in to say match. So weird that it's thrown me off. The winner of the opening match and the winner of the main event, Braun Breaker versus Jimmy Uso. Potentially Randy versus Roman. I don't know yet. Potentially the Cody heel turn. We got several ways to go, but before we get to a freaking TV episode, we got to get through a premium live event. Natalya, Maxine Dupree. Just hoping for a good match. Dupree. Extreme. And then I think what we're going to do is because the good thing now is we don't have to do Extreme Rules matches every week because we're going to have that challenge done. Save up our money to sign like 4 people. 2 women, 2 men, whoever the hell appears. We'll have to wait and see there. But we need to start signing people, which we can't. We could do tonight, but I'm fine with this booking that is already planned. And mainly because I have this stuff wrote down. Deadass. Plus 10,000 fans. Plus 5 popularity for the winner. I was thinking of changing this to an ambulance match, mainly because Fallon Henley is already extremely low stamina. And we're going to say, I think I'd rather have the plus 10,000 fans, if I'm just being honest. And there's a chance that neither get injured in this match. Backstage brawl. Andre Chase and Julius Creed, not making that mistake again, but it kind of worked out for the best. And Extreme Rules. Braun Breaker and the other Creed, Brutus. Back. Stage Brawl. Which I've already forgot about crowning a U.S. champion. Which, TBD. That's the best way to put it. TBD. As this Dream Women's match closes out the show. And I imagine with a title on the line and in a stipulation will be a lot more respected. Extreme Rules match. As I forgot to write down championship. As I broke my freaking lead. I want to know. I have a 07 lead pencil. I want to know. Are you one of those people that use 05 or 09 lead? Because I've never really understood either. Because they break so freaking easily. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I can potentially do or change. Or am I forgetting? I don't think so. I just love that was the commissioner goal. Because I literally can't do anything about that. Promise Jimmy Uso. So that is the most important thing on my mind. Is being able to do that match. It's Natalia. Earned a number 1 contender spot. I forgot that everybody's popularity got lowered, so that's probably why the fans weren't that high on that. But they were on Mello, so good on Mello. As Andre Chase wins once again. Look at that. Yeah. Braun Breaker wins. Battling over brute strength. As Io Sky wins. Io finally wins the women's championship here in WCW. Kyrie won it. Our whole plan was to do a Kyrie and Io rivalry for the women's title. And it got halted when Kyrie got drafted to another brand. As the Bloodline came over to ECW and battled for the television championship. The Bloodline is worldwide. As we got a title change in that match. Bro, freaking Zoe Stark's 100 popularity is like laugh out loud hilarious. It's a non-title match. We got no-name people. I'm not calling Kyrie saying a no-name. I'm talking about freaking the person in that. Do they? I was about to say something stupid. No. I was going to say, do they have their championship card like vetoed? But no, because freaking Carlito's here. Oh, thank God. Elton Prince, I'm on my way to save you, potentially. I'm on my way. Rikishi, am I on my way for Rikishi? Probably not. I'm glad that they did this. Because it makes us look good. And I told you. 4.5 star. I said Carlito's going to have a 5-star freaking main event. We ain't got nowhere near $300,000 here. I want to know how they made so... I guess I understand how they made so much money. Because they did no stipulation matches. Okay. Do I even want to make any trade? Jey Uso, $284,000. Getting Jey Uso is probably close to impossible. Does anybody here? Yokozuna? Yeah. My stomach is starting to growl. Is that a 2 or a 3? That is a 2 for Ilya. Kyrie, though, is a 3. Love you, Kyrie. We legitimately don't have the money for that. Where is... Oh, alright, Elton Prince. I ain't gonna lie. We probably skipping out on. I might potentially do Regal a favor, and he could reunite Pretty Deadly. For a $10,000 discount. Kit Wilson, at least you're reunited with your tag partner. I definitely am thinking of an Andre Chase trade, but Andre Chase is kind of grown, so we'll skip it. Harley Race and $95,000 for our world champion Carmelo Hayes. I will pass. Not the worst trade, but definitely not one I'm interested in. So no to both of those trades. Oh my goodness. Plus 7K fans. I can do that. What's up? It's so good to finally get to talk to you. I got your number. Alright, we're going to do our little trick. At the world title, how about it? It's not guaranteed. Select a superstar to gain 25 ring XP. Whenever you complete a commissioner goal, you have a chance of earning a random extra power card. Superstars who win against that one. This would obviously help, but we do commissioner goals every week anyway, so getting an extra power card will definitely benefit us. As ensure your least popular specialist is English. So, definitive match though that we need to do is this. Boom. Who's our least popular specialist? Natalia? No. All right, yeah, we definitely. All right, we're doing our little trick now. Oh my God, we're definitely doing our little trick now because we're getting Brain the Dark. You're probably a cool person and whatnot. You are not getting booked, and it gives me $12,500. And oh, they screwed us so bad. Actually, no. Time out. How many of these do we have? You know what? I don't look. I'm all right. Look, boom. We got this done. We should have 3 of these power cards, correct? Because we had 2 beforehands. I remember us having 2 beforehands. They only have us having 2. $70,000 for this is insane. And we already have one because I was gonna buy all of these and get that done, but 70,000 for that's pretty crazy. All right, this match is happening. Already got that set up. Probably will add a stipulation to it. Least popular specialist now is Andre Chase, who Brutus Creed needs rest, or we do that ambulance match I was talking about. I think this as an ambulance match makes sense if Andre Chase wins and then he feuds with Julius Creed afterwards. I'm not. Alright. I know I said I wanted to sign somebody. We're going to wait and do the role change until after the Braun Breaker match. Our normal charity promo. Or do we go that route of doing an ad promo? What do we do? What do we do? Because realistically speaking, you should want your most popular person doing the charity promo. But I don't know how much Cody's been getting from our other charity promos. That's bad memory on me. Add Roxanne. Is there somewhere I can fit Mello into this? Because Mello is supposed to be involved, and we have not been using Mello as much as I would like. I will admit that. So thing one, just to potentially save this match for happening. And we should be adding another one of these cards. We'll use this week one on Braun Breaker. We're going to buy this one. Which, if you want me to be honest, we could buy this card, make somebody happy, and then we'd only have to make one other person happy. But it's like, also, I don't want to continuously have to buy 5 freaking power cards. And $70,000 for that is a lot of money, so that's why I'm still thinking about that one. We still haven't hired anybody. You know what? Screw it. How many times do we got to do this? 5 times? Fuck. If it was 3, I would have definitely done it. I am buying this one. Screw it. I know I'm trying to save money, and I'm meaning to start spending all this money. We're using this on Andre Chase because I'd rather he stay healthy, and then we can have him feud with Julius. So legend opposing brand who must use a tier 1. How many cards we got left? So we're gonna use 2 now. On see, I don't understand this one. Prevent the effects of the first power card played on you next week. How do I know? Like, I could use this and then no power card be used. That's my concern there. We'll save the power cards for now. All right, though. Episode 106. The last episode for this video, because it's the last piece on my paper. But we will go through a rundown for next time. And this is a good episode to end it on. Last Man Standing. Which was hilarious about this is that we just bought that power card, but I'm not going to use it yet. Braun Breaker versus Jimmy Uso. Last Man Standing. Natalya and Maxine Dupree. Submission match. In an ambulance match, Brutus Creed versus Andre Chase. And this would be like a cool ending to the show, is like one of these two gets put into the ambulance, you know, and they're like out of the arena, and then like the moment the ambulance is like driving away, it's Randy and freaking Roman Reigns brawling. It's like, oh, what is going on here? And then they brawl to the ring and end the episode. That way the fans get to see. Because that's the thing that I think about when I do so many backstage brawls. Like, the people that pay to watch the show aren't able to watch them, but you gain 10,000 fans from them. So it's kind of that situation. All right. Ad promos, charity promo. We're going to hold off on this. This would have been a good week to have the network special, because we got a lot of good matches going on, and we legitimately have like $2,000 left over. I could use that morale booster at any time. This should be done. So we'll say 3. It won't be done today, but it will be done soon. This I don't like doing. This I don't like doing. This we have not even looked at route. This should be done. So that'd be 4. This is a lot more simpler than others because we legitimately have already done it twice, you know. And this should be done. So we're on a good route of getting this Hall of Fame trophy. Anything else of note before we sim? So we're going to finish. We're going to simulate this episode and then run through potential people to sign and roster checkup, and then we'll be done with this video because I don't know how long we've been going, but we've been flying by. We're an hour in now, so let's get it done. Sorry I took the long route there. So we get this grudge match going on, and Jimmy Uso wins. 4-star. Hilarious as Braun wants a world title match. The main reason I don't want to do Natalya and Io is because they're both faces, but Natalya's won 2 straight on freaking magazine. Andre Chase wins. Brutus Creed is out 5 weeks. I thought it was supposed to be 3. So we might need to acquire an injury rehab card at some point. As Roman and Randy finally are having a one-on-one match with Roman winning. We'll go through these episodes. It has been the same old, but this better not get over 3. Okay. I was going to say 2, but I was a bit surprised regardless. Okay. I think Asuka needs to be on our trade target list. As they have Pretty Deadly on the roster together. And said, nah, we want to do this JBL tag team. Judgment Day retain. Amazing booking. Potentially our best episode this season thus far. I'm sorry. Am I sorry to Derek Braden? He legitimately gave me $12,000 free dollars, so not really. Ah, that's hilarious. What? Alright. Results are in. Plus 3,000. We'll do it for 1 more week. I'm not feeling 100. I don't mind the pain. Can I take 2 weeks off? Sure. He's been going pretty crazy. We'll do it once. Count me in. I'll book you in a match. Alright. Match 1 that needs to happen is Braun and Cody for the world title. Jimmy running in. Let's go look at potential people we could sign. We're going to go our normal route of searching for a legend and then an icon. Oh my goodness. I've wanted to sign Bad Bunny so bad, but he does not really fit us whatsoever. I don't think he does. Bronson Reed, bring Bronson Reed back. We literally just had him on the roster. Bring Pete Dunne back, who had a good last run. Lyra, who also had a good run here. I was gonna say, why does Bad Bunny cost so much? But I obviously know why Bad Bunny costs so much. Bronson Reed, what could we be able to do with him? We got time to think about that. Now we'll also say the good thing here. All right, Iron Man match with the injury rehab card that I just said. Hey, we need one of those. Iron Man match. What would be a good Iron Man match here? I think these two in an Iron Man match does make sense because they've been facing off so much. Oh boy, we are low on heels. Especially because freaking Andre Chase wants 2 weeks off. Bronson Reed is a fighter. We change to a bruiser. Don't I have a talent scout? Freaking. I know. The thing is with that, by the way, if I use this, is that all the 10 talent scout points don't save. But I don't feel like spending that much money. Oh my god. I should have waited a week. I just wanted a good ending. Like, oh, well, I'm fairly certain I'm going to sign Bad Bunny. Because we don't really have anything for Bronson Reed at the moment. I've wanted to get Bad Bunny this whole time. I'm going to turn him into a specialist and turn Mello heel. That's going to be that rivalry. So the Bloodline storyline is on a hold. Because we haven't turned Cody heel. Which, will it happen? Slow burn. Slow burn. I also don't like having to turn everybody to a specialist, but it kind of helps things out. Bring Lyra back. Alright, role change. I'm trying to think this episode. Do we get what? Is Han Bad Bunny? I don't know. I don't know. I might just go the cheap route for this episode. Outside of this opening match, Iron Woman. Because nobody here could have a good match. Look, legitimately, obviously, AJ and Mello and Zayn and Mello and Styles would be good matches. It's just style-wise on the game, it wouldn't work out. I'm not opposed to bringing back Pete Dunne because I feel that is kind of like a safe route. So we'll think about that. These 2 matches are happening. We just need one more. And Mello's legitimately at 100 freaking stamina. I wish I didn't tell Andre Chase he could have 2 weeks off. Because Andre Chase is supposed to be feuding with Julius Creed now. Which, granted, the Creed brothers out of action at the moment. I don't know the point of having a no-holds-barred match. I'm just going through these looking. As the stomach growl continues. Alright, awkward ending to the video. Because I'm trying to, like, think in my head and not think out. Everything that I've thought about out loud, you already know. I'm just trying to look at things that extend it. We are low roster wise. We need to go this episode. Do one charity promo. The rest ads. We also need. We're gonna do this match again. If I'm just being honest, doing this match again makes sense because their staminas are pretty high. It's a normal match. Do these in a women's title rematch. This match order will probably change potentially. Charity promo. Mello doing a charity promo. We're trying to find something for you, Mello. I'm being 100% honest with you. Because we're not spending that much money this week. I forgot about this. Which I don't know if we should wait on that or not. I'll think about it. All right. I'm just extending the episode without meaning to. Because we need to sign how many people? Because initially I said 2 women, 2 male, but we've lost a person. So Braun and Jimmy, or Braun and Randy versus Roman and Jimmy is about to turn into a tag rivalry. Which I don't know if you put 2 singles rivalries into a tag rivalry, they consider it stale or not. Cody is probably going to end up feuding with Mello, if I'm just being honest. Andre Chase, Julius Creed. Then if we sign 2 more guys, we really just only need to sign 1. And then 2 women. And then 3, or go 3 guys, which is a bit insane. But 5, 10. 5, 10. We only have 15 people. So if we went that route, we'd be at 20, which is the best route to go. It also, I believe that we need to hire 5 people anyways. Also, if I sign Bronson Reed, we can have him feud with Julius Creed. And then we could turn that into a tag rivalry. As my dog just scared the piss out of me because I've not seen him in a minute. Bronson Reed, Andre Chase versus the Creed brothers, which, to be honest, I'm not that intrigued by. So we bring in Bronson? Do we bring in Bronson? I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to sit on it for a couple of days. Because we're either going to sign Bronson, Bad Bunny, or Butch. AJ Styles is definitely an option as well. Sami Zayn isn't because... Sami might be. If I had to rank it, Sami would be last, though. So that's why I'm not even really trying to lie to y'all. The appeal of Butch is that he is cheap. The appeal of Bronson Reed is that we have a good lineup rivalry for him right away. With AJ, he's a specialist. We have unfinished business. With Bad Bunny, he's the most, I was going to say popular, in technicality, Bronson Reed was, but he's the most intriguing and a wild card. So if there is a route that I could add AJ, Butch, and Bronson Reed, I probably would. AJ is a cruiser. We don't have any giants on our roster, so that doesn't really matter to us. And then that would add the 3 guys. Then we would need to go to the route of adding 2 girls. Again, I honestly could go this route of giving them short contracts and then use this power card. But I also feel that that's just kind of stupid. Because if I'm just signing somebody, I need to go ahead and sign them for as long as I probably could. Unless... I definitely did. Bro, 7-1 is insane. I can't fire somebody 7-1. It did cross my mind, though. I think if y'all had to ask me right now, Bronson Reed is the top choice. The second choice is Pete Dunne. Because with AJ, I don't know what I would... I would try to have him feud with Mello, but I would have to have one of them turn heel, which I already plan on Mello turning heel at some point. Where can I get AJ Butch? AJ Butch. 164,000 for them. I don't know where we can get this money from without firing somebody. If I'm just being honest, I don't really want to fire anybody. I'm just being honest. So we'll wait and sit on it. But this is what y'all should be seeing the next time around. Y'all tune in. So I do appreciate y'all for watching this video. I'm going to eat something that way that my stomach can quit growling. Again, I appreciate y'all all for watching this. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.